one of the very first people that I ever met in this business and in this company alone. He's going to be my special guest tonight. He's been away for 5 very long years. Give it up for the Caribbean Kid, Jose de Gracia!
I hate to do this, but you know what? I'm a big boy, you know. I can admit when I'm wrong. I can admit when I made a mistake. So, Jose de Gracia, the Caribbean Kid, I apologize. That's right. I apologize to you. You know, a couple months ago at DCCW's Breaking Down the Walls, I might have cut you off. You know, you were giving a speech, but you had a lot of changes in your life, how you were one of the originals who paved the way for a lot of us. And I cut you off. And that was a mistake. Why? Because now in retrospect, I realize it wasn't what I thought that speech was going to. You see, when I saw you come in, I realized you were a big deal. There was murmurs in the back. There was people asking for your autograph. You could tell you were somebody important. So when you came in and you were announced as one of the originals, and you said it yourself, you main evented the first couple of DCCW events for the title, it was a big deal. You were not just some Joe Schmo from the street. And not only there, but in different various promotions with you, your brother, your friend who unfortunately passed. But then all of a sudden, poof, you disappeared. So when I saw you come back, and in the middle of that speech, it triggered something. See, what I thought was you were going to come in and kind of give us this sob story and then hit it where you're back. Hit it where, you know, you came to reclaim your spot, even after all these years. That's where I might have lost my head, you know, and I came in and cut you off just as you were gonna, I thought you were gonna finish. But now looking back, I realized that wasn't the case. You see, 5 years, it took 5 years for you to come back. You know, now looking back, I see that you're not anywhere physically or mentally to come back into this professional wrestling game. What I realized was your whole point of being there was a vindication, a cleansing, if you will, for the promotions and the fans that you abandoned. Because one minute you were there, the next you were gone. So then I started to realize, he was there to say goodbye. He was there to apologize. But I took it the wrong way. And of course it didn't help that Brandon, the ring announcer, cut you off as well. Which, by the way, on a side note, Brandon, I still remember that little cheap shot of yours after my match with Bill. I haven't forgotten. But you know what? That's a different issue for a different time. So my point here is this. Caribbean Kid Jose de Gracia, on May 4th, DCCW is having May of Mayhem. Allow me to invite you. To invite you, me, and the Legion of Pain, to give you that goodbye that I, without thinking, cut you off on. So let me give that to you. You'll be our special guest. We'll be in tuxes. We'll have all the cheese spread fondue, all the breadsticks you want. You just let me know. We'll have it right there. We'll escort you in. You could give your speech. You can apologize to all the promotions and fans that you abandoned. And we'll escort you right out. I'll even do the whole lifting of the ropes so you don't trip yourself up will pack you up, go to the car, and you'll never be seen or heard of again. But your reputation would be intact. As a matter of fact, let me add one more thing. Let's just kill two birds with one stone. So you could say your goodbye, and you could also pass on the torch. You see, like I mentioned before, you're no longer in the same era that you were. This is a whole different breed. This is the year of El Niño. Your time has come and gone. Your prime years are over with. So why not pass on the torch to somebody who's worth it? Who somebody could actually take it further than you could have ever imagined to. And correct me if I'm wrong, but at that day you did mention that I did have a slight resemblance to your brother. So who better to pass on the torch than to family? So Caribbean Kid Jose de Gracia at DCCW's Maya Mayhem, accept my invitation. Let us celebrate. And you saying your goodbyes and passing on the torch. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. Because if not, then, we can't be responsible for what happens. But I know you'll do the right thing. Something tells me, either way, by the end of that night, you will all subscribe.